Hey friends, Hi. So some of you may have seen the remix I did for Great. Bill actually reacted to it and it was really nice and it was great. I did the same pun as... I wanted to make this video because there are a lot of things in this remix that some people might not have noticed and like what went into this whole thing, and just want to talk a bit about the process of making it. Because I thought that would be interesting. So the whole idea for this remix has been in my head for ages. I was like, oh yeah, I want to make like a big future bass drop like in the chorus and have like vocal chops everywhere. It ended up not being like that, and I went more of a like EDM / pop music, I guess, route with it. Still had the vocal chops idea because I really like that idea. And you hear these vocal chops. It's actually just his voice, just pitched way up. So if we listen to the original, sounds like that. So another thing about this is that I love the backing vocals for it. It's my weakness. Like, this is where failure lives, where failure lives, and I'll say, like, and I'm just such a huge fan of that. And a thing that you might not have noticed is that, because he didn't mention it in the video, the background vocals are throughout the whole chorus. Let me just crank up the volume of it. So it's in there the whole time, and I wanted like people also to be able to sing like a little bit along to the chorus, because I wanted to have the original energy of the original song. There are also three main things that I was so glad that he noticed, and that's the break after the first chorus, just a pause, and then it goes into the second verse. Because if I would have just cut it off and just immediately into the other verse, like, it would just be such a drop down from the original chorus, and just so like it would be such a weird change and it wouldn't work. I tried it and it was just bad. And the other thing is the bass in the second verse. I'm so glad that he noticed that. I really snuck it in there. It's just the sound, the same notes and everything, and it's just playing in the background. And it's actually my favorite bass plugin called APL2, I think. It's a really realistic bass because it's actually sampled from an actual bass guitar, and it sounds great. Love it. And another thing that I was glad he noticed was the piano in the bridge. This is just the actual piano that's in the original verse, but I did some effects to it. I EQ'd it like really strangely, like boosted the high end a lot and like the low mid end, and I copied it, pitched it an octave down. So it sounds like that, and it's super weird on its own, but with the other one, sounds super cool in my opinion. My favorite thing about this whole remix is the pause in the last chorus. This pause here. That pause is the best. It's my favorite thing about the entire remix, and I'm so in love with it. Some more things that you might not have noticed. They're like the little things, the pauses, the drums. There's supposed to be another kick there, where I did that weird sound. I don't know what that was. There's supposed to be a kick there, but I took it out because I don't know why I did that, but it sounds cool, I guess. And I did this again in the outro. Yeah, no kick there, as you can see. It's missing. That's because I want to emphasize these last two notes. These. I really want to emphasize those with. That's why I put the right symbol on it as well. Another thing in the pause. These drums, they're supposed to be layered, like every single drum track in this remix. You can see it's layered with a bunch of different samples. Like the kick is 2 different kicks just layered onto each other, and the snare is the same. So it sounds really fat and beefy and really like punches through the mix. But I forgot to layer it when the pause is, so it's just these weak ass drums. In the whole drop, I used the rhythm guitar in it just to fill out some frequencies. So with the chords, it really just fills out these extra like frequencies that make it makes it a lot more powerful. Like you don't necessarily notice it, but you notice it when it's not there. So it's like there's something missing when you don't have it. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. The synth in the chorus is a layer of a bunch of different sounds. There's this circle synth, I call it, doing these really fast chords just to fill out frequencies again, because the chorus is like super big and a lot of things happening. So yeah, and this is actually the same synth that I used in the first verse, that noise in the background, as he called it. This sound here. That's in the first verse. It's the same sound but just like an octave higher and a lot more happening. And then there's just this normal like super saw doing just chords. Nothing interesting there really. Then there's this bass that's like super hard hitting, and I'm in love with it. It's probably my favorite bass, and I use it in a lot of different stuff. In the second part of the chorus, I wanted to bring back that melody that's in the background of the original song, and also in the outro of the original song. I just really love that melody, and I was always playing it on the piano, and I just wanted to include that because I really like remixes when they focus on the original version of the song a lot and doesn't like break a lot out from that, but it's still different, right? But it's the same melody. It's 4 different layers of synths that are doing the same melody just to give it the beefiness that it has. And then in the build-up for the second chorus, I just used the same bass and the piano from the original, because I was too lazy to make something on my own, and I added these keys. That's actually not the right chords. But I did that intentionally because it gives this really jazzy feel to it, and sounds so good. Like just this piano on its own, these chords together just sound so good to me because they're in the same key. Another one of my favorite things about this is the piano in the last chorus.
You could take me down a notch, but you wouldn't like what I'd have to lose. Oh, you could take it all.
I get chills when I hear that, like when I listen to the whole thing. It's such a great feature, I think. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just want to say thanks to Bill for reacting to it and being so nice and all that, and it's super awesome, and he's actually been one of my favorite artists for a long time, so it's super cool to have him send me these stems and even react to it, and being so nice just in general. Yeah, and thank you for watching too. Yeah, this is a new channel. I don't know what I'm doing. A lot of music stuff on this channel coming soon. All right, subscribe. and follow me on Instagram too, and Spotify, because this remix is out on Spotify right now. You can go listen to it and put it on your playlists. All right, see ya.